JNC.com. How you doing, my friend? Happy Wednesday, jams and cocktails. It's a beautiful day, a little cold for me, but it is beautiful outside. I want to touch base really quick just because I'm kind of living it right now. I've been working for 6 months on a project and trying to get things going in one direction, and it looks like it's not going to happen like I wanted it to. It's sad and it's frustrating and pissing me off, but it's part of the process. And I want to talk about that today. Perseverance is a huge thing. You hear about it all the time with professional sports. You got to persevere, push through 5 seconds, 10 seconds, you're down by 1. But I don't put much respect as professional athletes. I don't look up to them. I think they're in our country, I think we put them on a pedestal they don't deserve. But that doesn't change the idea. The principle is still the same. In real life, outside of actors and athletes, in real life, people of us that have to work for a living and actually set goals that we can accomplish and stuff we can work towards, you get smashed a lot. You get put down a lot. You run into walls, you run into obstacles. What you're working on doesn't always work out how you want it to. And sometimes you just have to give up. Sometimes it's just over. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's like what I'm going through now. It's something I really wanted to do and it doesn't look like it's going to work out, but that's fine. Now I just focus my attention somewhere else. Start building what I can do next. I got very emotional the other day and I was hot and I was upset, and I realized after about 30 minutes of being pissed, hey, this is a learning moment. This is an obstacle that I'm always talking about. This is time for me to find out where am I supposed to learn right now? And I figured it out. And now I got my eyes focused on something else. If this does come to a halt and I can't move forward with it anymore, I already know what the next step is going to be. So you can't let what's going on right now affect you forever. Have the emotion. We're emotional creatures. Feel it, understand it, but also understand that anger and frustration, they're all releasing endorphins, adrenaline, and all this other good stuff that you can use in a positive way. So even though you're upset, it doesn't mean you can't use it in a positive way. Every time I get on stage, whether I'm doing a motivational seminar, if I'm doing a class on setting attainable goals, or if I'm up on stage doing stand-up comedy, I get those nerves the second I hear my name called as I'm walking out on stage. Yeah, you get nervous, but I've learned to turn those nerves and that energy into positive because it's still adrenaline. It's still energy that my body's releasing. I just got to refocus it. Instead of letting it drag me down and be upset and be sad, you just have to be excited and happy and focused. And once you can learn to do that, and you can all of us have that in us. You just have to know and recognize and be self-aware that you're going through something. This is a teachable moment. This is an obstacle. I have to persevere and push through this. What's my next step? If this doesn't work out, what's my next step? You can't just give up. And being a restaurant guy, and Brad Brock, you can attest to this, working in restaurants as long as we have, and seeing a lot of our friends that work in restaurants, they get mad with a manager or they get mad with another employer, they get mad with a situation, and they quit. But they just go to another restaurant. Then they quit that one. And guess what they do? They go to another restaurant. And then they quit that one. Guess what they do? They go to another restaurant, which is fine, but understand, they're not quitting. They're just leaving their situation and just taking their situation and bringing it to another establishment. So until you change your situation, find out why you quit. Where did you lose control? What was the situation? What was going on? Where did X plus Y plus Z equal W? Like, what was the equation? Everything can be solved. Everything can be figured out. It's out there and it's in your power to do so. You just have to know what your goals are. And you have to know that the obstacles are going to be there. And you can push through. You can't give up. You don't want to give up. You don't want to give in. But, myself included, I'm going through now, it's opening other doors for me. It's what I wanted to do. It might not work out, but I still have this option here. I still have this option. There's so many different avenues I can go down and so many different things I can look at. So to take away from any of this, just understand, never give up. Don't ever quit. Get upset if you have to. Go through the emotion. Give it an hour and then refocus. Be like, all right, I went through it. I pity, woe is me. Little pity party, I guess they say. And then move forward. Figure out what's the next step. There's always something else out there. These are tough times. This pandemic is really changing the world. But we're going to be okay. I think by next summer, we're going to be okay. Life will start getting back to how we were living in 2019, 2018. And we're going to get back to where we once were. So start setting those goals up now. Where do you want to be? What's slowing you down? What are the options you have? What do you really want to do? What other things are you good at? What skills do you have that you've never tapped into? What skills do you have that you've never put on Front Street because you've been scared? Well, stop being scared, push through. And when you fail, that's awesome. It means you get to learn something. Why did I fail? Where did I go wrong? And don't do it the next time around. So persevere, push through, find out where it is. If you need help, reach out to me. I got some free classes I'm offering soon. So pay attention, watch Brad Brock's podcast, listen for me on social media. I got some things coming out. I'm discounting. I've cut my prices way down. It's time for everybody to afford to get the life they deserve and get the information they need to become the person they're supposed to become. I love you, Brad Brock. Be well. Take care, my friend.